In this video, we're going to take a look at expanding single brackets. So to begin with, let's just work through one example. Let's say that we want to expand 3 bracket x plus 2. Okay. Now, when we want to expand a single bracket like this, what this means is we want to get rid of the bracket, and the way that we do that is through multiplication. We take the term on the outside here, this 3, and what we're basically doing is timesing everything inside the bracket by this term here on the outside. We take the 3, we times it by x, so 3 times x would give us 3x there. Do the same now with this 3 and the positive 2 here, so 3 times 2 would give us 6 there. So, if we want to expand here 3 bracket x plus 2, if we expand that, we get 3x plus 6 there. Okay, so like you can see, we've got rid of the bracket, we've expanded, and we obtain 3x plus 6 there. Okay, and that would simply be our solution there. We take a look at another example here. Let's say that we want to expand. Let's say we've got 2 lots of y minus 3. In this case here, again, we take the term on the outside, which is 2 in this case, and we times it by each term inside the bracket. So 2 times by y would give me 2y. Taking the 2 here again, and times in by this minus 3 here. We do include the minus, by the way, don't drop this, so it's 2 times minus 3, and that would give me minus 6 there. Okay, and that would be our expanded form there, so that would be our solution to the second example. Let's take a look at another example here again, just making it a little bit more complicated. Now for this example here, let's say we've got 4y on the outside of the bracket. We want to expand 4y bracket y plus 4. Okay. Now for this example here, hopefully you might notice that we need to use the rules of indices here. If I've got 4y and I times it by y, we add the powers here, so that would give me 4y squared. We get 4y squared there. So again, we take the 4y, times it by the y here, then we take the 4y, we times it by the plus 4 here, so 4y times 4, that would give us 16y there. Okay, if we wanted to expand 4y bracket y plus 4, we'd get 4y squared plus 16y. And then finally, what you might also be asked to do here is expand and simplify. So expand and simplify. So again, let's just take a look at one example here for this. If we're asked to expand and simplify, let's say we've got 2 lots of x plus 1 plus 5 lots of x plus 1. Okay. In fact, let me just change that inside the bracket just so that the brackets are slightly different. Let's say that's plus 3 there. What we're going to do here is just start with this bracket here on the left. So if we expand this one to begin with, taking the 2, times it by the x here, we get 2x. Taking the 2 here, and timing it by the positive 1, we get plus 2. We now do the same with this bracket here. So what we're doing basically is just expanding this bracket here to begin with. Then we do the same with this one, and then we simplify. So 5 times x, that would give me 5x. And then 5 times positive 3, that would give me positive 15. We get plus 15. So now all we need to do here is simplify. So 2x plus 5x, so we're just collecting like terms here. That would give us 7x. And then 2 plus 15, and that gives us 17 there. Okay. Like you can see, the process here of expanding single brackets, hopefully nice and straightforward. Mathematically, all we're doing here basically is multiplication. So that gives our introduction there to expanding single brackets. So what we're going to do now is just take a look at some practice questions. So if we start off with question 1 here, we're asked to expand the following single brackets. So we start with A here. I've got 4 lots of x plus 7. We take the 4 here on the outside and we times it by each term inside the bracket. So 4 times by x, that would give us 4x. And then 4 times positive 7, that would give us positive 28 there. In that case, then if we expand 4 lots of x plus 7, we get 4x plus 28. So that's the solution to A. Taking a look at B now, we've got 5 bracket A minus 4. So 5 bracket A minus 4. So again, we take the term on the outside here, the 5, and times by each term inside the bracket. So to begin with, we've got 5 times A. That would give us 5A. And then we've got 5 times minus 4. Again, don't forget the minus here. So 5 times minus 4, and that gives us minus 20 there. If we expand 5 bracket A minus 4, we get 5A minus 20. That's the solution to A. That's the solution to B. So for C now, we've got 3P bracket 2P minus 1. So 3P here on the outside, bracket 2P minus 1. Again, we take the term on the outside here, and multiply that with each term inside the bracket. So 3P times 2P, that gives us 6P squared. Again, just using the rules of indices here. And then 3P times minus 1. Again, don't forget the minus there. That gives us minus 3P. Okay, so that's our solution to C. And then finally for D here, we've got Q bracket 4 minus Q. So Q bracket 4 minus Q. So again, taking the term on the outside here, simply Q, times by each term inside the bracket. So I've got Q times 4 here to begin with. That would give me 4Q. And then we've got Q here times minus Q. So again, just be careful with the minus here. This would give us minus Q squared. So again, just using the rules of indices here. Okay, so that's the solution to D, and that gives us a solution to question 1. And if we just take a look at one more question now, we're asked to expand and simplify the following. So for part A, just write this up here. We've got 2 bracket x plus 1 plus 4 bracket x plus 2. So to expand and simplify here, remember we just start with one of the brackets, expand that first, then expand the other bracket, and then we can just simplify everything together. So in other words, we're just collecting like terms at the very end. So we start with this 2 bracket x plus 1 here. So 2 times x, that would give us 2x. 2 times positive 1 here, that would give us plus 2. That's the first bracket expanded. Start with this bracket here now. So 4 times x, that would give us plus 4x. And then 4 times positive 2, that would give us positive 8 there, so plus 8. So now all we need to do here is just collect like terms. So 2x plus 4x, that would give us 6x. And then we've got 2 plus 8, and that would give us plus 10 there. Okay, so for A, we get 6x plus 10. That's our solution to A. So for B now, we've got 4 bracket x minus 1. Let's write this out in full. Then we've got minus 2 bracket x minus 7. So if we begin by expanding this first bracket here, we do 4 times x there. We're going to get 4x. And then we do 4 times minus 1. So that would give us minus 4. We've then got minus 2 bracket x minus 7. So we're just expanding the second bracket now. So minus 2. So do include the minus here. So minus 2 times x. That will give us minus 2x. And then minus 2 times minus 7. So be careful with the signs now. If you've got a negative number and you times it by another negative number, the result will be positive. So minus 2 times minus 7. That gives us positive 14 there. So we just collect like terms here to finish with. 4x minus 2x, that would give us 2x. We've then got minus 4 plus 14, that would give us plus 10 there. So our solution for B is 2x plus 10. And then finally for C here, a little bit more complicated. We've got 5x bracket 2x plus 5. Let's just write this down here. So 5x bracket 2x plus 5. Then we've got minus 3x bracket x plus 4. Okay, so if we start by expanding this first bracket here, we've got the 5x on the outside. times it by 2x, that would give us 10x. Oh, sorry, 10x squared. So just be careful here with the rule of indices. So 5x times 2x gives us 10x squared. We've then got 5x times positive 5. That would give us 25x. So plus 25x. That's the first bracket expanded. Do the same now with the second bracket here. Again, don't forget the minus. So we've got minus 3x times x. That would give us minus 3x squared. And then finally, minus 3x times positive 4. And that gives us minus 12x. Okay. So to finish with here, just collect like terms. So we've got 10x squared minus 3x squared. That would give us 7x squared. And then finally 25x minus 12x, and that would give us 13x there. Okay. And there we have it. So that's our solution to question 2. That brings us to the end of this video on expanding single brackets. In the next video, we're going to take a look at factorizing expressions.